Today's today's July 12th, 2025. Hi dog. It is Saturday. Sunday. Saturday. It is Saturday. I'm still unemployed. So however, I have an interview as a maid. I did get the job working for Head Start, but I'm not gonna do that. I've got my son. He's like, there are times when I'm leaving the house with my dogs, and my dogs will like get really loud, and there's this bark that one of them does, and it really hurts my ear because I've got tinnitus. And I've told him a couple times, I'd be like, I feel like punching him in the throat, but I won't do that because that's horrible. I would never do something like that, right? But I can feel that anger, like, right, because it hurts. But I contain that anger, and I don't do anything. I say something, he won't do it, right? But he did say that wouldn't be good with kids, and kids scream, and I'm like, you're right. That wouldn't be. Although I would never punch anything in the throat. Even the fact that I say it's kind of harsh, I know. But, I mean, at least I'm honest. you know, I won't do it, but sometimes I'm like, don't get away from me. Like, I literally have to walk away from them sometimes because my dogs, one of them has this loud bark. Well, both of them. Well, noises in general. Anyway, I'm babbling because again, I find myself not really having anyone to talk to. I went for a drive with someone today, but all she talked about was her. And when I tried to talk about whatever, okay, fine, whatever. I know I've done that too, so I'm not gonna. But when I tried to talk about what's currently happening, like what's currently happening in our world, if we don't, we're in trouble. We're in trouble, right? They're going into Utah. They're going into wherever they fucking want and doing whatever they want. Trump is creating an army. I've been saying this. We're in trouble. We're in trouble. And it's like I'm worried for us as a nation. I mean, I'm hoping I'll be okay because I'm going to get a job working with rich golfers. I hope. Like, I hope they hire me as a housekeeper for rich people, and that I'll be okay for a little bit. But I mean, I'm grateful my skin's white, I guess. I don't fucking know. I don't even know about that. I'm 61. They're trying to off old people too. I don't think it matters. If anybody that they don't feel like is, I don't know what. Like, it's really freaking me out what's happening right now. My dog, she's over here trying to get food out of her food puzzle. I know, huh? It's okay. Hey, everything's gonna be alright. We're gonna try to sell our place and buy some land because I really like. Again, I know homesteading. Like, I don't know. I just myself want to try to minimize my. What's the word I'm looking for? Minimize my interactions with the outside world. Like, we want to create an LLC and start. Like, I really need to focus on my artwork. I can't get any better if I don't focus on it, right? The only way to improve is to do it. Me sitting here thinking you suck does not make me better. My actually just trying will make me better, right? So I need to shift where my focus is because I'm really like, I don't know what, but anyway, the world is getting really nuts, and I don't have a whole lot of time left anyway because of my age, right? So if I don't do this now, if I don't try to really focus on my art and see if I can't do something with it, if I don't get out from under this weight, like this house has been weight on me, like the house that we live in now is like, there's so much stuff. There's like big hedges in the back, and there's bamboo over here, and there's trees over there, and there's ivy, and there's blackberries, and there's this up here, and there's a big tree. I mean, there's just so much around us that I'm like, it's nice if you have the money to keep it maintained. It could be very beautiful, right? But we don't have the money for that, and I'm the only one that, like, no offense against anybody that lives in this house besides me, getting anybody else to do any kind of work around the yard and stuff is like I could go ask my child right now if he'd want to, and it's just not something he's interested in. I don't want to dish him for that, right? He's not interested in that. Therefore, we need to not be a place where there's so much of it around that needs to be done because we can't afford to fix it. And I can't afford to do it. I can't do it all myself. Like, I can do a lot of it when I'm sitting here talking to you. Tomorrow I'm going to do some, but I can only reach up so high in the hedges in the back to cut them. Right? They're like 30 fucking feet high. There's nothing I can do. I'm babbling about me again. Word salad. Okay, so word salad. We'll just call this word salad. This is word salad, just not Trump word salad. This is don't. See, that's the funny thing, that I understand his mind, because I too speak like he does. Like I do. I'm like, oh, really, sparkly? You know, we were talking about sparkly. Never mind sparkly. So I understand his mind that way. His is just towards being mean, evil, and resentful. He's mad, and he wants to pay back people for the way that they treated him, right? And it's gonna cause, well, it's already, we're fucked. It's gonna cause chaos. It's done. We're fucked, right? It's too late. We're in this. So, I mean, he's going into Utah. He's going into the parks. He's going, what else is he doing? What was I had something pulled up. So let's go, where is it? Let me find it. Sorry. I have to be smarter than my computer. So I did Trump ICE Army. So Trump declares total authorization for ICE agents. Okay, so when did he do this? Published July 12th, right? So today, President Donald Trump has granted federal immigrant agents total authorization to defend themselves. To defend themselves following clashes with protesters during a recent enforcement operation at a cannabis farm in California. Someone the other day, Scott Jennings, that man, he's so just, I couldn't be with him in a room. Because he's just so, I would be like, really? Honestly? Do you honestly believe the shit you spew? Do you honestly believe that Donald Trump is honest? He's like, yeah, I believe he's honest. You're so full of fucking shit, dude. No. No. Anyway. He keeps making a big thing about that this was at a cannabis farm in California and that there were children there working. So it would have been fine if it was a Tyson chicken place, right? And there were children working in Arkansas. That would have been okay. But because it was a cannabis farm, which is legal in California, and there's a lot of good to be said for cannabis, Scott, maybe he needs some. Maybe he should get high once, loosen himself up a little bit, and really, like, and quit. He needs to be honest with himself. But anyway, that man is like, he's such a liar to himself. But anyway, okay. So he keeps making a big deal about the fact that this was a cannabis farm. Whatever, fucking who cares? Pot's legal, so what? I mean, it's like, I kind of get it, because I wouldn't want my kid in a liquor store either, but they are. There's kids in bars. There's kids all over the place that are working. There's kids, oh, by the way, Scott, that are kind of being prostituted. Oh, yeah, you know that Epstein list that disappeared? It would be those kids. So, you know, hypocrite much? Okay. Anyway. All right. He had watched, okay, so this is back to Donald Trump, and I know what happened. I saw that when the people were throwing rocks at the ICE. I don't agree with that. I disagree with that. They shouldn't be doing things like that. All that's going to do is cause more. Like them, the protesters and the farm workers throwing rocks at ICE cars is only going to cause him to bring in tanks. You know, he has enough money for ICE. He has more money for ICE and for his private army than a lot of countries have for their military. He designated that. So if you throw rocks at those people, they're going to bring in tanks. And it's like, it's just a reason. Okay. This is what I'm saying. He had watched in disbelief as thugs were violently throwing rocks and bricks at ICE officers while they were moving down a roadway in a car. And I saw that, and I agree. I disagree with what they were doing. I do not think that them throwing rocks at those ICE cars was the way to go, right? I mean, I'm mad too. I want to throw rocks too. I would throw them in a field, throw them away, scream, yell, do whatever. It's all that does is escalate this. All that does is give him license to send in tanks. He's building a military, right? He started that as soon as he pardoned all the insurrectionists, right? He's been building a military for a long, long time. The fact that he got put back in office again, like the 2025, they've been working on that for years. That's not, am I right about that? I heard that. I'm going to make sure. Project 20, my understanding of Project 2025 is that there have been Republicans working on that for 15 years. Maybe is what I read. So I'm going to see. Were PUBLA. Yes, we know. Were Republicans working on Project 24 years. Okay. Although I don't know if I can trust AI, because else AI told me that Donald Trump wasn't president the other day. So I have that on tape. Someone told me that I didn't know how AI works. I posted it to Reddit and got in trouble. I got kicked off. But anyway, I got banned from Reddit, what the fuck, for posting that. I'm like, okay, all right, I guess. But anyway, but there were comments before I got kicked off, and one of them was, you don't know how AI works. And I guess I don't, because I don't understand why AI would have told me that Donald Trump wasn't president on that day in time when he was. I was confused. I'm like, okay. Anyway, all right. So, oh, shh. A picture fell over. Scared everybody. All right. So, I got commercials on this screen over here. Maybe even still, yeah, it looks like I'm still streaming, I think. I don't know. My recording, oh, well, I'll record when I do it. I don't need to record all this. If I'm streaming, then whatever. Well, maybe. I don't know. Do you have anything to say? I don't know. Anyone listening out there? Having a discussion here, so just in case. I got a chat going on in my mind. Social Security, they tell me that at 62, which I'm going to be 61 at the end, that's what I'm going to tell them at this job. I'm never going to be able to retire, ever. Like, I don't think. I mean, maybe by some slim chance, I will become an artist, and I am an artist, but my work will become enough that I will be able to make money at it, right? That would be great before I die. I would like that. I'm going to be 61. 62, I can semi-retire, so I can spend more time on my artwork. But I'm also going to tell the job at my interview on Monday when I talk about being a housekeeper at the Abandoned Dunes. I'm going to try to housekeep at the Abandoned Dunes. It's kind of interesting. I went there to... I quit talking about this again. What was I saying about the Republicans? Yeah, see, they've been working on 2025 for years. Yes, 1981, right? 2022... Okay, 2022. So 1981, sorry, there I go again. But so in 1981, is that when it actually begun? I wonder. Here's a breakdown of the timeline. 1981. And then what, they kept it on the DL until 2022? That doesn't make sense. Huh. Anyway, whatever. That's what they're doing. I need to look in. Let's see something. I've never actually read Project 2025, but that's okay. They've been working on it for a while. So anyway, what Trump is doing is creating an army. And is that huh. So reports on the Project 2025 indicate that it proposes strengthening the president's executive authority, including expanding the use of the military domestically. See, this is it. This is what he's doing. But he's also, and so, yes, see, and he's building them now. He's got more money for this than most countries have for their military. See, I know I'm kind of all over the place with this because my mind was. Well, see, that's the thing. That's what's happening to all of us. Because everything is coming at us from so many directions. It's really hard to focus on one thing, right? Like, we don't know. The cost of food is going to go up. You know, are we going to be able to afford fruit anymore because they're raiding all of the farmers, right? But, oh, that's right. People that are on Medicaid are supposed to be able to go out and work in the farms, right? Oh, but make sure and don't bring your children, even though in some states it's fine to work your kids at 12. Oh, and then they're also trying to make it so that some states you're a legal resident and some states you're not. It depends on the law according to the states. Oh, yeah, also he's putting tariffs on copper now? He's putting tariffs on coffee again. I mean, the whole world's looking at us like we're crazy. He's talking to somebody from another country and asking them, telling them that their English is really good when English is their native language. I mean, what the fuck? No wonder why. You know, I mean, and then while he's doing it, raids on Utah. Let's look at this raid on Utah. Can you imagine? Can you imagine? ICE raid on Utah. Hold on. ICE. Let me see. Can you imagine? I want that video of Fox News. What's this one right here? So why are they going into Utah now? Right? Why? This is, what's the date on this? This is the 10th. So immigration agents are in Utah and continuing to escalate the number of arrests, including for those who have not been accused of a crime. The latest data was released by U.S. Immigration and Customs Enforcement, ICE, and what is that? Collated by the Portion Data Project, at the University of California, Berkeley. It shows 35.5% of arrests in Utah were not convicted or charged with a crime. So 35% of the people that they're arresting, and I don't think it matters anymore. They're just going to go after people. They don't fucking care. He's got an army now. He could come in here and knock on my door because he doesn't like what I'm saying. They will find a reason. It does not matter. We need to talk about this. We need to be realistic about this. We need to understand what's actually happening. And again, if I'm crazy, great. Let's hope so. But otherwise, we're fucked because he's creating an army, you know, and he's being allowed to do this. They're not stopping him. And the thing that I don't get is his base is pissed off at Pam Bondi. Do they not think he was on that list? Like, I don't understand. I'm very confused by all of this. I'm very confused by this being okay in our country. We've never seen anything like this. He says that a lot, you know, and he's right. We have never seen anything like this, right? I mean, everything is escalating and all the wars are escalating. Everything is escalating. The cost of everything is going to go up, right? And it's not only going to go up because of the tariffs, but also because there's going to be less supply for the things that we need, right? And it's like we as a country have become gluttonous, and I do agree with that. And he said that too, which is so funny. The most gluttonous fucking person in this country is Donald Trump, right? I mean, gluttony should be his middle name, right? I mean, that man, it's like him, Elon Musk, you know, Jeff Bezos. Oh my God, I saw it today. Jeff Bezos has got, now he's going to have doctors, calling doctors that will prescribe medicines to people. I hope I'm streaming. I need to check and make sure I'm doing this right. Not that it matters, but if I ever look back on it, like I realized the other day, I was listening to some of the things that I said when I was turning 58. And I thought, wow, I actually do like that I have this video blog of my life so I can go back and listen to this, you know, next year. Next year, focus, baby. Land. Land with a modular home on a foundation with 3 bedrooms, 2 baths, one of the bathrooms with a garden tub. We got some wildflowers going on, a big red barn where I can do my artwork. My son, he has a name for the LLC. I'm going to go find out what that is. I'll be right back. You know what I'm going to do while I go away, though? I'm going to play some beautiful, probably Scott Black. This is Scott Buckley. This is obviously Oregon coast. Okay, I'll be back. Watch some beauty. Don't think about the stupid of what's going on. Take a moment to breathe. Inhale. Exhale. Visualize. Visualize, right? I visualize, therefore I am. Do you think it's going to work in all this crazy? I don't know that a positive attitude is going to be able to save us. But I'm going to try really fucking hard, right? My son's just angry. It's hard. It's hard to, he's been angry a lot of his life, and that's been really hard. I don't blame him, though. Like, I born him into this fucking mess. You know, I'm mad. I'm mad about it. I'm really mad about it. And this is all he's known. And he sees this now, and he's like, I feel so bad that I did this, that I brought a child into what is happening right now. Makes me really, really sad. Anyway, I'll be back. I'm gonna find out what the name of his LLC is. Look it. You guys twerked around. Yeah. Okay. Alright. No, you're not going down with me, so. It just occurred to me though, I'm not going to say the name of what he wants to call his business. I know that nobody probably listens to me, but just in case, I don't want anyone to steal it. I'm like, I do not trust that. Yeah, isn't that funny? Like what I think, I don't know. It's weird. Sometimes, I don't know. Anyway, I'm not going to say it. Once, I don't know if there's like, once we get the LLC and our name, it's our name, then I will say what it is. But until then, I'm not going to put that out there for other people to snag. Not, like I said, not that people actually watch this, but just in case. Alright, so I'm going back to this stuff. Ice gust escalates. This thing hurts my ears. Let's see.
John Paris Furniture, that's where I shop. John Paris Furniture, that's where I bought. A new kitchen table and my bedroom set.
Okay.
That's where me and my sofa met. I was shopping all around. I strolled down the Paris with my own 2 feet. John Paris prices can't be beat. 3 locations, delivery's free. Come on, John Paris, deliver to me. For good furniture, bought for miles. Got Paris Furniture, now I got
Why are we
style.
watching these stupid freaking commercials? Everything is a
Well,
commercial.
before we show you
Hold
those
on.
numbers
I can't hear it. These are the worst.
and percentages,
Nope.
we are starting here in
Wrong way. I need different headphones. I'm gonna go to the store
Mill
later.
Creek because of the
'Cause I
way
can't
this
hear
community
this.
has been
These
asking
headphones.
questions
Can I get
about
closed
ICE
captions?
for
Yeah,
months.
okay.
It started with ICE agents
Asking
claiming that a
questions
Utah
about ICE
driver
agents. Search
swerved
with
into
ICE
them,
agents. They're going
even though
too
the
fast.
video told a different story. The whole incident caused the mayor to write a letter stating the agents overstepped, demonstrated unprofessional.
It doesn't even matter, right? They're going after people all over the place. They're in Utah, they're in California, they're in New York, they're in the fields, they're going after people in grocery stores. They're going, well, the one, I want the video of them walking through. They're walking through. I don't know what I'm doing now. Why am I even doing this? I'm gonna not. Oh no, I know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do an IM video. Okay. I'm not finding the video I'm looking for some reason. That's annoying to me right now. But what else is happening? Everything. I don't want to talk about this anymore. I'm going to do an IM affirmation video. Okay, so this is pretty. I'm going to record it because I don't want to talk about the stupidness that's happening in our country. Can I hear this? Why can't I suddenly hear anything? Because these are shut, that's why. Come on. There we go. Okay. Okay. So, today I'm going to record this. It's hurting my ears. I'm just going to get different headphones today too because it's uncomfortable and I'm irritated. When I'm irritated, it's just over. Like, all this is so stupid. Project 2025 explained. Okay. I just need to, okay, what is Project 2025? Okay, let's take a look at this. Project 2025 is a federal policy agenda and blueprint for radical restructuring of the executive branch, authored and published by former Trump administration officials in partnership with the Heritage Foundation, Okay, so the Heritage Foundation, that's, how long have they been around? What is the, I mean, I'm a little bit late to be looking into this stuff now, I guess, but, I mean, I don't know. Why is it not letting me do that? There we go. Okay. So let's do that. Okay, so I've got the Heritage Foundation. Okay. Project 2025 is a federal policy agenda and blueprint for the radical restructuring of the executive branch, authored and published by former Trump administration officials in partnership with the Heritage Foundation, a long-standing conservative think tank that opposes abortion and reproductive rights. Everything. They oppose everything except for white men, or I don't know. They're what? Why? Okay, sorry. A long-standing conservative think tank that opposes abortion and reproductive rights, LGBTQ rights, immigrants' rights, and radical equity. What is radical equity? You mean that everybody's equal? Is that what radical equity means? Why is that radical? Wait a minute. Is that, okay, define radical, okay, DEFINE. Go here, there. Radical equity is the condition where race does not determine socioeconomic outcomes and everyone has what they need to thrive. Why is that called radical? Why is it radical that race does not determine socioeconomic outcomes and everyone has what they need to thrive? That's considered radical. Radical? Okay, alrighty. And they're against that. Okay, oh my God. I shouldn't have read this. Why? Okay, so becoming more informed, right? It's like now. I mean, I know it's bad, and I know what I've heard people say and things. But when you actually read this, like radical. I mean, they're against radical equity, which is, that's equity, right? Yes, equality. Radical equity is the condition where race does not determine socioeconomic outcomes and everyone has what they need to thrive. It's a process of eliminating racial. I'm saying radical. Oh my God. Racial. Oh my God. I'm too high. Racial equity. I'm such a dork. I smoked too much pot today. Okay, Project 2025 is a federal policy. Okay, well, okay. I can't believe I just did that. Okay, Project 2025 is the largest publication mandate for leadership. It's a 900-page manual for reorganizing the entire federal government. See, I'm broken. This is why I cannot have an office job, because I read shit like that. I mean, I read that for a while before it occurred to me that there's no D in there. It's not radical, right? It's like, I'm so fucking broken. And it's funny because I'm like, you're high. That does not help it. However, even when I was working at colleges and I was sober 15 years where I didn't smoke pot, drink or anything, and I still had issues like that, I would reading was hard. Like, it's weird though, because I could read books. Like, I loved to read books, but I did have to read the same thing over and over. Like, I could never really just read. Yeah. I'm wondering how much I actually read and how much I skimmed, because I did have a hard time reading, but it was something that I enjoyed to do, which is weird. What? What, girl? What do you want? Oh my God, okay, see, she's broken too. But we're all broken. That's the thing. This is what really gets me, is racial equity. Took me a minute. Racial equity is a condition where race does not determine socioeconomic outcomes and everyone. See, that's the thing, though. I don't know. I can't believe there's no D in there. Oh my God. This is why I can't work at a desk. My brain is broken. My brain is broken and it's not getting any better. And the way our world is not getting any better. And it's funny. It's like, I was working with people because I am 61 almost. And I work with people who's, like, the older you get, the more your brain breaks. In reality, I know, we've got a 70-something year. I mean, God, how old is Donald Trump? I look at my brain, right? And he's older than me. He should not be running the country. Well, he's not, though. He's actually just fucking playing a game. He's like, thinks we're in the reality show or something, and everybody's letting him. But a lot of the people that are, well, he's got a lot of people surrounding him that are younger. It's kind of blowing me away. I mean, we look at it, it's a lot like the movie Dallas or whatever that was. If you look at the people, there's Cash and all these people, and it's like, poor Cash, poor baby, he's having a hard time working. That's funny. Okay, anyway, I'm going to get back to this because I got really lost. I'm like, radical equity, racial, Donnie, no D in that word. Okay, let's begin again. It's a good thing that my description says word salad, because that's what I do. I just talk it out, and then I feel better, right? Yeah. All right. I'm going to start all over again. Actually, I was going to do an IM video, wasn't it? And then I went off on which Project 2025, and then I went saying radical equity, and it's racial. There's no D in that word. Project 2025's largest publication, Mandate for Leadership, is a 900-page manual for reorganizing the entire federal government agency by agency to serve a conservative agenda. Project 2025 includes a long list of extreme policy recommendations touching on nearly every aspect of American life, from immigration to abortion rights to free speech and racial justice. Racial, Donnie. A number of its recommendations rely on support from the executive branch and from Congress. Many other initiatives are outright unconstitutional. No shit. So we're fucked. They've been working on this for a while. I mean, the Heritage Project, I pulled this up. How long have they been around for? Heritage Foundation. Is there... Heritage is bleh. Formulate and promote public policies based on the principles of free enterprise, limited government, individual freedom, traditional American values. And so is it traditional American values? Is that it? We're not considered traditional because we realize that people are people and people feel different things and people are born different ways. Let's see. I wonder how I can... I don't know. Alright. This is just bad. Gutting abortion access. We already know about that. Project 2025 calls for hundreds of individual policy changes that will impact our constitutional freedoms in every aspect of our lives. Among them are getting abortion access. It's fucking ridiculous. The plan. Revive a 19th century law, the Comstock Act, to ban any abortion medications and materials, preventing materials from being sent through the U.S. Postal Service. Reversal of the FDA's approval of mifepristone. I don't know what that is. Is that the an anti-abortion pill, maybe? See, when I was... I don't know. Alright. This is just bad. Formulate and promote public policies based on the principles of free enterprise, limited government, individual freedom, traditional American values. And so is it traditional American values? Is that it? We're not considered traditional because we realize that people are people and people feel different things and people are born different ways. Let's see. I wonder how I can... I don't know. Alright. This is just bad. younger, when I had my abortion, there were not pills. I had to go in and actually have the procedure done. And it's not a great procedure. I mean, June, every June, still, this was years ago. My son is 25, so I couldn't tell you the exact date, but I know in June, it was in June. In June, I always feel like weird, and I'm like, why are you feeling weird? And it's like, well, because I made the decision to end a life. Well, but see, that's the thing. I didn't end a life. It wasn't a life in me. It was a little, there was a fetus in there, you know, but I mean, it wouldn't have been a life until I actually, like, it started breathing air and came out. I have a heart, like, let me rephrase that. My sister, I don't want to get into my abortion things. Never mind. Okay. Yeah. So, the medical abortion pill. Okay. So, yeah. All right. Pam Bondi defended President Trump during his first impeachment. So the thing with all these, that he's keeping all these people around, like, I don't know that he'll get rid of Pam. I don't know that he'll get rid of, he might, but she's willing to do anything for him. Clearly. You know what I mean? So I don't know if he'll throw her under the bus. He needs to keep loyalists around him. There are certain people I don't know that he's going to switch out. Her and Pete Hegseth. You know, I don't know that he'll get rid of him because I feel like he might. I don't know what. I don't know. I don't know nothing. I know that my feeling is that these people will really listen to what he says because he's an abuser and they both have something in them that has the issues that he's got them under control, right? Because of their own abuse. Weirdo, one of them's drinking and the other one, who knows what happened to that woman to make her what she's like. It's got to be something pretty major. I can't imagine people being okay with what Donald Trump is doing in our country to people, innocent people. These are not, all of these people, these camps that they're building, there's not that many rapists and murderers. There's just not. I mean, I just can't, I mean, maybe I'm wrong. Are there that many rapists? I don't know. Is there a study that can tell us how many rapists per capita there are out there? I don't know. I mean, I guess if I think about it, I've seen, like, you know, you pull up in your neighborhood. Let me see. In certain neighborhoods. Let me see my old neighborhood. Let's do see if I can find it. Sexually offenders registry. Let's go to Florida. Let's do this in Florida. Let's see if it can tell us. Let's go here. Do we have to do a name or can we just go? I guess so, right? First name, last name, city, county. So we used to be able to, when I lived in Montana, let me see. I don't know if it's because I worked at the DOC though. You used to just be able to put in a neighborhood and it would pull up. Let's see if you can still do that. Let me see. Let me go here. Search registry. Offender basic search. Sexual, violent, sexual and violent. Apply. What do you have to do? City. Let's do. Let me do Helena. Helena. Okay. County, Lewis and Clark. Okay. Postal code. I don't even know. Do we have to do that? Apply. Let's see what happens. Okay, there we go. So this tells us how many sexual and violent offenders there are in this area. So there's multiple offender locations. So there's a lot. I wonder if all of these, I mean, okay, so if he's gathering up all of the, I mean, maybe there are that many. I don't know. I have a hard time thinking that the person that's at Home Depot working is actually a violent sexual offender or a violent offender or any kind of a criminal, really. I have a hard time thinking that the mom who had the red apron on and she was hugging the tree that they chased down, I have a hard time thinking that she's any kind of a violent offender. I really have a hard time with thinking that the people that are working in the fields trying to feed their families and our families, by the way, because the food that they're picking, we eat. I'm having a really hard time, like, reconciling those situations with violent and offenders, right? Like, or criminals. Like, I'm having a hard time with that. And it's like, and then at the same time, we have our government that says that there's no Epstein list. There was no book. There's nothing to see here. There's both Republicans, Democrats, and movie star. There's everything to see there. There's multiple people. He did that. How long did Jeffrey Epstein have that island and his jet? And how long were people going, were PPO jetting to EPST island? I can't type. Okay. How long were people, jetting? Okay, flight logs. So especially flight logs. Okay, Epstein's private jet, including the one nicknamed the Lolita Express. But it was just Epstein going over there. They're chasing down fucking people picking your food. They're, by the way, maggots. Okay, I'm telling ya. They're chasing down the people that are picking your food that you're going to eat, or the people that's cleaning your hotel room, or the people that are outside of the Home Depot that are trying to get work, piecework, coming in mowing your lawn, whatever. They're chasing them down, but we have the Lolita Express. But there was no list of those people. We don't know who they are because there's nobody. There's nothing to see here. Okay. Yeah? Okay. If you say so. Okay. Now let's see if I can read with getting my words right. Because we know that's difficult for me. Okay. Specifically, flight logs, according to Business Insider, reveal that, Okay, I'm going to start from the beginning. Here we go. Search Labs, AI overview. We can trust this. Yeah, okay. Let's see what they're telling me now, right? What kind of stuff am I being fed? Information from several sources indicate that individuals, including victims and those connected to Epstein, were frequenting his properties, including his island in the U.S. Virgin Islands, for many years. How many years? Specifically, flight logs, according to Business Insider, reveal that Epstein's private jets include private jets, more than one. Okay. Reveal that Epstein's private jets, including the one nicknamed the Lolita Express, made over 2,500 flights between 1995 and his arrest in July of 2019, let's do the math. 2019 minus 1995 equals, so that's 24, where are we at, right? 1995, so 24 years, right? So what, it's like 1,000 a year, 100, it's a lot. Right? That's a lot. Okay. I don't know if I did the math right, but that's a lot. Okay. These flights often transported passengers between Epstein's residence in New York, Palm Beach, Florida, Paris, New Mexico, and the U.S. Virgin Islands. Wow. All of those places. New York, Palm Beach, Paris. What were they finding in Paris? New Mexico and the U.S. Virgin Islands. The most prolific period for these flights was between 2001 and 2006. Wow, okay. Accounting for over a third of the documented flights. So in 5 years, okay. Reports also highlighted that from at least 2002 to 2005, Epstein was actively recruiting and enticing underage girls to his homes for sexual acts. These girls were sometimes paid to recruit others. Further, I can't say that word. Further making it more abusive, whatever. Therefore, so he was doing all this, and his Galena Maxwell, is that her name, is in prison, but there were no people that were, like, nobody was, it's the same thing with them arresting migrants. Who are the people hiring these migrants, right? I mean, what about them? What's happening to them? Nothing, right? It's like, oh, that's right. I remember now. Trump's giving them permission to own the people working under them. Just like this place, like, when I worked in Alaska and we lived in a logging camp, they had control. Like, it was a dry camp. You can't drink, which we did. We snuck in alcohol all the time. When we moved out, like, our trailer house had a storage space back behind the cabinet in the kitchen that was full of liquor bottles. Those stayed when we left, so I'm sure at some point they'll found them. But I mean, or someone found them at some point because they probably broke down the camp. But anyway, you know, when you're under that kind of control, it's like they were telling me that I shouldn't be working. I should be having babies at home. And I'm like, who the hell are you to say I should be home having babies instead of getting a job? Just give me a job, which they did, but I'm pretty sure those are now Trump voters. Anyway, it just blows me away. But there's nothing happened here. Nothing. There's nothing to see but chase down the people in the field that are trying to provide us food. Go get the guy at Home Depot. Go drag the mom away who's trying to support her kid. Make sure I saw, actually, where's the video? I also saw a video of kids being one here. Am I going to be able to find it, or am I? It's on someone's TikTok video. Can I get rid of it? I can't find the video I'm looking for. This is not where I wanted to be. Okay. I saw a video of kids shackled and walking, and it's like in a parking garage, right? And they're walking, and I'm sure that it's out there. I mean, I'm sure that I'm not going to be the only one that's going to be like, I saw this, and it's like, where did those kids come from? Why are they walking through a parking garage? Legs shackled. Their legs were shackled, and their hands were handcuffed behind their backs, and they were walking through a parking garage. And they said it was ICE. I wanted to see if I can find this. Hold on. Okay, I'm going to do video of ICE agents walking children in handcuffs and shackles. Let's see. Is this it? See, I'm not finding what I'm looking for. No, this is not the one I'm talking about. I saw a video. I'm not finding what I'm looking for. And I saw a video, video, of ICE agents with Yeah, see? I cannot find it. I wonder what happened to it. I don't know. I'm gonna read an affirmation video. Fuck it. And I'm gonna... Odin! Doug's over there licking his foot. Going to town. And then I need to make dog food. Anyway. So, plus I've just been babbling. This is stupid what's happening. Our timeline is horrible. I'm gonna babble a little bit more. I want to find that video. They were arresting children, and they were, ICE agents raided 200 children 23 hours ago. Is this what I'm looking for? I don't think so. What's this? A commercial?
Tesla is finished. Elon has failed. That is what they want you to believe. But tech expert Jeff Brown,
And welcome back here to Live Now from Fox. I'm Andrew Kraft as we approach the top of a new hour here on this Friday afternoon. Thanks so much for being with us here. Let's keep it moving with more of these top headlines. In addition to some of the coverage we brought you about this very time yesterday, those incredible scenes from the sky overhead at some of those huge agricultural farms, those cannabis facilities there in Ventura County, where federal agents were conducting.
Whoa. Children rescued? Oh, wow. Okay, wow.
Conducting ICE raids there, but some of these anti-ICE demonstrators and protesters tried to thwart some of those very arrests, and it turned extremely tense, sometimes violent, and we want to get into the aftermath of that. We're finally hearing from the Department of Homeland Security. We're finally hearing from ICE as well. Our colleague, Matt Finn, has it as follows. In this reporting that roughly 200 illegal migrants were arrested at the marijuana grow sites in California yesterday, including at least 10 children. Children were rescued from alleged potential exploitation, forced labor, and human trafficking. That's according to the department.
That's such bullshit. Those children were probably forced to be there with their parents, because, and I'm sure it's not.
Department of Homeland Security, Fox News correspondent William LaJeunesse with more details.
Kids were there. Let's see. Okay.
Hundreds of protesters clashed with federal immigration agents in Southern California on Thursday as ICE and Border Patrol agents conduct raids on 2 licensed marijuana farms in Ventura County, where officials found 8 unaccompanied minors, all here illegally. Agents deployed pepper.
So 8 unaccompanied minors. Unaccompanied minors. And 8. And was that them? Because if that was them...
As ICE and Border Patrol agents conduct raids on 2 licensed marijuana farms in Ventura County, where officials found 8 unaccompanied.
Okay, if that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, that's not them. If these are the unaccompanied minors, those look like teenage boys to me.
Minors, all here.
Right? This looks like teenage boys to me. So they're making this sound like they rescued children. These are not fucking children. These are, if this is them, these are like, look at this. This is bullshit. They're trying to, Fox sucks. Fox is trying to play this off to be something totally different than it is. Children rescued. The 8 unaccompanied minors? Or what other children? Let's see.
Illegally, agents deployed pepper balls, tear gas, and flashbangs, where they were met by demonstrators throwing rocks.
People are welcome to protest. They have their First Amendment rights, but they can't cross that line. They can't impede us from doing our job. That's a felony. They certainly can't put hands on an agent.
The scene became increasingly dangerous when one protester appeared to fire a gun at agents. The FBI now offering a $50,000 reward for information leading to his arrest. California Governor Gavin Newsom responding to the incident, saying the Trump administration tactics, quote, evoke chaos, fear, and terror within our communities. This as we await a ruling by a federal judge in California that could curtail some federal immigration enforcement by the administration. However, the judge saying any ruling should not be overly broad, quote, I think it's important for the court not to burden otherwise lawful law enforcement activities.
They want ICE to stop doing it.
So, what were the rescued children? Was it the eight minors that they were walking that looked like teenage boys? Because what the hell is this? Children rescue. What the fuck do they mean by that? This is bullshit. Fox News sucks. They are fucking lying. I might be wrong though. I shouldn't be getting all mad because I need to Google this more and find out who. I'm gonna look at this. How old were the children rescued from the? I'm gonna do this. I'm just gonna copy. And this was in California. Okay, let's see. How old were the Golden Girls is what came up on my my Google search. That's good. Okay. And what date was this that this happened? Yesterday?
This, but if they base
Let me see.
it on the rule of law, they're going to find out Border Patrol and ICE is doing exactly what they're going to do in accordance with law.
We are expecting that ruling later today.
Minors,
In Los
okay.
Angeles, William
So let's
Lajeunesse.
see. Okay, minors. What minors? How old? Minors. Okay. At least 10. Okay, hold on. Minors among suspected illegal immigrants detained. Okay. Their faces are blurred. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah. None of their statures look very, like, I don't feel like those children were being forced to work. They're not. And again, Sarah Huckabee Sanders is okay. I think it's 12-year-olds, right? Let me take a look. These, I'm going to say, it's hard to tell without their faces, but I'm going to say they're in their teens anyway. They're not kids. They're not like 5-year-olds or 4-year. You know what I mean? They made it sound like, what does it say? Children rescued? These are the children that were rescued. These are the children that were rescued. So Fox News sucks because I was working when I was this age. I was cleaning, I was mowing lawns, I was cleaning houses, I was doing whatever. I started working at fast food when I was 15. I mean, so they made this sound a lot worse than it is, and that's ridiculous. So that pisses me off, and we're going to call them out for that. Whatever. It's
Fox
such
News.
bullshit. You guys are liars.
William, thanks so much. I want to put up yet another post on X here. Take a look at this. This is from Rodney Scott. He's the CBP commissioner with the photo. He says, these are the juveniles found in the marijuana facility, almost all unaccompanied, one as young as 14. He asks rhetorically, California, are you ready to partner with us to stop child exploitation? Take a look at this photo.
Whatever.
Their faces are blurred because they are minors.
It's okay if they're cute girls with nice tits. It's okay if we take them on a jet to a private island. We can exploit them that way. That's perfectly fine. It's perfectly fine if we do that. It's perfectly fine if we have them working in chicken factories in Arkansas. That's perfectly fine. But because they have brown... Well, and see, that's the thing I don't understand. Why do you want to protect them now? You're taking their parents away. You're taking their livelihood away. You're trying to pretend like you give a shit about these fucking kids. You don't care about them. You just want to make a fucking point. It's disgusting. And the fact that I just can't even... There's just... What? Temperance. Just a second. I don't even know if this is... Okay, this is so disgusting to me. Children rescued. I have to... Where's my phone? Oh, shit. Where is my phone? so stupid. This is so fucking stupid. This makes me sick. Use this line. Alright. Okay, I'm gonna do an IM video. Then I need to make dog food, so. Alright. Google Docs. Sign in. I'm gonna make sure my recording works this time though, because the other day when I recorded it didn't work. You couldn't hear me. You could hear me. I hope you can hear me when I'm on YouTube. I mean, it looks like it, right? Yeah, you can hear me. Okay. Right? Ah! Okay, hold on. Alright. So I'm gonna do this. Okay, 2 days, July 12th, 2025. This is my reading of I Am Affirmations. This is a video of the ocean, obviously, the Pacific Northwest. The music is Scott Buckley. What is the name of the music? Luminous and Ascension by Scott Buckley. Okay, I'm going to see if this worked. Stop recording. File, show recordings. Today. Okay, 2 days. You can't hear it. 2025. This is my reading of I Am Affirmations. This is a video of the ocean, obviously, the Pacific Northwest. The music is Scott Buckley. What is the name of the music? Alright, I'll turn it up a little bit more. By Scott Buckley. Let's see what happens. Okay, stop. Okay, 2 days. Stop. Alright, let's try this. Let me get rid of that. Delete. Okay, alright, let's try this again. Alright, today is. Oh, what did I do? Hold on. I swear. Alright. Alright, here we go. Today is July 12th. Okay, let's see what happens. La la. Alright, today is. Oh, what did I do? Hold on. I swear. Alright. This is at full blast. I don't know where my. Where's my mic coming from? Properties, mic. It's this microphone, right? Sorry. Okay. I don't know why I can't hear this very well. Whatever, fuck it. Whatever. Okay. Alright. Okay, so I wrote this one January 1st, 2025, which is kind of interesting. Oh, that's right. That was when I decided I was going to do an I am affirmations every day in Reddit. I started that. Okay. So, alright. Let me go ahead and record this. Okay. Today is July 12th, 2025. I am going to record an I am video. My neighbor's dog is going crazy, so, you know, it's probably not very relaxing. But, the world's going crazy. Donald Trump is creating his own army. He is disappearing people. It's bad. I'm hoping that I'm deluded and it's not as bad as I think, and I'm gonna read an I am video because that's all I can do. So here we go, baby. Okay. this moment, I am moving forward with hope. I am strength. I am compassion. I am organized. I am resourceful. I am focused. I am confidence. I am empathetic. I am calm. I am causing no intentional harm. I am allowing myself to dream big, to have faith, and to trust. I am confident. I am balance. Breathe. I am mindful. I am kindness. I am grounded. I am thoughtful. I am relaxed. I am secure. I am flexible. I am confident. I am open. I am seeing clearly. I am aware. I am hopeful. I am optimistic. I am creative. I am inhaling the present, and I am exhaling the past. I am creating each moment that is unfolding in front of me. I am prosperity. I am acceptance. I am receptive. I am expanding my perspective. I am adding trusting, and I am following my instincts. I am uniquely me. I am forgiveness. I am forgiving myself, and I am forgiving others. I am growth. I am change. I am movement. I am resilient. I am all colors. I am illumination. I am holding myself tall, core strong, shoulders relaxed, head high, and mind's eye open. I hold my hands to my heart, and I feel the warmth and the life force that generate inside of me. I am radiating kindness and hope into this universe. I am hopeful. I am hopeful for all that is yet to come. I am hopeful. I am praying to all of the gods, let us be okay. All right. Blessings, beautiful soul. Peace out, baby. We're on this wild ride. I'm telling ya. I do not know. I do not know. I'm afraid. But I'm strength, right? The music is Scott Buckley. What is it again? It is Luminance and Ascension. Okay. Bye.